I wish I could tell you what living on the other side of fear is like. I wish I could say it's like finding freedom and running through a field of wildflowers. I wish I could tell you it's about the big gestures or actions that you start doing that scare you. The truth is, there's no big step and no big decision. Facing your fears means taking small steps and making small incremental decisions daily. Some are routine, like grabbing the random coffee pod to make your morning cup of coffee. Others are a little more intentional, like grabbing your laptop to lightly script your next podcast episode. Hey there, besties. Welcome to our cozy corner of the podcasting world. Thank you for pressing play and spending some time with me here on Share a Latte. I'm Min Sukri, your virtual coffee bestie, podcast orchestrator, master storyteller, and your caffeinated host. Picture us in a cozy cafe with the rich scent of freshly brewed coffee as we embark on a journey filled with inspiration. In each episode, remarkable women share their tales of overcoming life's hurdles, offering a comforting embrace for your spirit. These narratives serve as a reminder that resilience and unwavering determination pave the way to success. Join me each week for conversations that will stir your mind, warm your heart, and you'll unearthly own your own ability to transform challenges into remarkable strengths. The Share a Latte podcast sprinkles hope, courage, and the belief that you can not only handle life, but thrive throughout your day. All right, besties, let's embrace those tales of triumphs and get ready for another episode of Share a Latte. Hey there, latte and podcast lovers. Thanks for pressing play and joining me as we sip virtual lattes while exploring inspiring stories of women who've overcome life's challenges. I'm your host, Min Sukri, serving up not just coffee, but a generous pour of life's wisdoms as I share my journey, hoping they resonate with yours. Webster's Dictionary defines fear as an unpleasant, often strong emotion caused by anticipation or awareness of danger. Our bodies are hardwired to keep us safe, designed by evolution to navigate the challenges of life. We come fully equipped with nifty features like the fight or flight response, jumping into action to keep us safe from immediate threats. While this is great for survival, it can really throw a wrench in what we want for our dreams and how to achieve those dreams. Our natural instinct for self-preservation often translates fear of taking risks. It's like our bodies have a built-in safety net, making sure that we hesitate and don't move out of our comfort zone. This fear, whether it be failure or the unknown, can often dampen our aspirations and make it hard for us to chase those dreams that we so dare to dream. And let's not forget that our bodies love for routine and stability. It's like our own personal comfort brew. Yet chasing the dreams, often sipping on change, embracing new challenges, and venturing into uncharted waters, the resilience to change, although handy for our ancestors, can be a roadblock when we're aiming for personal and professional growth. In today's world, where success often demands a shot of inspiration, adaptability, and a sprinkle of calculated risk, it's essential to recognize that navigating these conflicts, just like the good old cup of coffee that we have in the morning, finding the right balance between our safety net mechanisms and the pursuit of our dreams can empower us to break free from the daily grind and lead to a more flavorful and purposeful life. If you want to chase those big audacious dreams, this means facing the fears head on and taking some serious action. I wish I could tell you what living on the other side of fear is like. I wish I could say it's like finding freedom and running through a field of wildflowers. I wish I could tell you it's about the big gestures or actions that you start doing that scare you. The truth is, there's no big step and no big decision. Facing your fears means taking small steps and making small incremental decisions daily. Some are routine, like grabbing the random coffee pod to make your morning cup of coffee. Others are a little more intentional, like grabbing your laptop to lightly script your next podcast episode. The fear also never goes away. You're in a constant state of battling your comfort zone, pushing your boundaries, and reminding yourself as to why you're doing what you're doing. I've talked before in the past about how I launched a podcast back in 2020. I remember when I launched that podcast, how naive my thinking was and how excited I was to share my gifts with other people, what I would say, the guests that I would have, and the cool things I'd be talking about, the amazing things that I'd be doing. I remember being so fearless in my pursuit to take my fashion influencer dreams to a reality. I think of that woman and I wonder what made me so delusional. Now that I have this beautiful podcast and I get to talk to you besties weekly, I would give anything to have that delusion back. The fearless woman who believes she's worthy of sharing what she knows. And if you didn't know that fear isn't lessened when you learn more, the imposter syndrome never really goes away. If anything, it gets worse. Your fears are worsened when you take steps in creating your dream life. They're heightened and it makes you feel like more of an imposter when you learn more. Weird, right? Each week when I push out a new episode, launch a new service within my business, or even have a client call, the fear drops in like an ice cube in my hot coffee, chilling the cup and threatening to dampen the serenity that coffee promises to bring. Instead of halting my passions to share my knowledge with the world, I persevere on, hoping to connect, inspire, and create change for those in the darkness that they believe that life has robbed them in their moments of fear. Fear is something that can threaten not only the future and the life that you are destined for, but the person you're supposed to become. I would ask why you let it control you in the moments when you want to take action, but I know those moments all too well. And the cure isn't a pill or a shot of espresso, although I know that there are days that I wish it was that easy for all of us. It's about taking the small steps and the small actions that make battling your fears easier. The quiet decisions of staying up late and recording an episode or taking that run outside in those frigid temperatures. Just like the anticipation of taking the first sip, confronting our fears is an intense experience. The fear, like an ice cube in your hot coffee, threatens to dampen the warmth and the serenity promised to pursuit of your passion. But much like the ritual of brewing a perfect cup, persistence in facing the fear requires a blend of patience, resilience, and a blend of boldness. In the world of dreams and aspirations, it's essential to acknowledge that the fearless woman who once launched her podcast in 2020 wasn't immune to fear's icy touch. The journey isn't about banishing fear, but rather navigating its chilling presence with grace. Every episode, every step, every decision, every service, every client, every opportunity that's thrown your way is an opportunity to infuse into the cold of uncertainty, much like pouring a shot of espresso into your morning cup of coffee to kickstart the day. So my coffee and latte besties, let's not deteriorate from the frosty fingers of fear. Instead, savor the courage in every small decision. Like a good cup of coffee, facing fear is a daily ritual that brings both challenge and reward. As I end today's episode, may your coffee be strong, your fears be fleeting, and your dreams be as bold and invigorating as your favorite brew. I hope that this episode inspired you and you take bigger steps in creating that beautiful life that you've always wanted. If today's episode warmed your heart, please hit that subscribe button and stay with us for future journeys. If you enjoyed the chat today, your thoughts and feedback mean the world to me, and they'll help others discover the magic of Share Latte. Each story enriches our journey. Remember, you can turn trials into triumphs and scars into stars. Keep believing and keep chasing those beautiful dreams. This is Min taking her last sip from the Share Latte podcast, where life happens and coffee helps.